Hello and welcome to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Raina and this is your reading for Taurus for the week of 14th to the 20th of September 2020. So I have given these a little shuffle, but I'll do one more on camera just to be on the safe side. Okay, for those of you that are new here, I haven't actually been doing readings for a while, but Ascension has brought me back around, so let's do your reading. We've got the Hangman to start this week. And cards flying everywhere. Sorry. Yikes. Great. Okay, so we've got the Hangman and then the Queen of Wands. I'll just get your cards out and then we'll have a chat. And then we've got the Two of Swords. After the Two of Swords, we've got the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot, and I am using the patch tarot from the Spirit Science channel on YouTube. Those of you that would be familiar with it. And then we have the Tower card. How wonderful! I don't mean that in a... I mean in a very sarcastic way, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now we have one more card. Okay. One moment. Okay. Yeah, nope. Alright, I'm just verifying that we are good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I will be using the normal rider weight to clarify if I feel the need. So, let us start your reading for my lovely Tauruses. So Taurus, we've got the Hangman. And with the patch tarot, one thing, they've actually got words at the top of the card, which I'm not sure if you can see there, but it says surrender. Okay, it really is. The Hangman is about Odin, who sacrificed an eye and hung upside down for 6 days to attain spiritual enlightenment, and he was he was a Viking god. So, okay, this is about making sacrifices and surrendering to your path and waiting for what comes. Like, this is an extremely spiritual card. This is the reason why I'm using this deck as well. I feel a lot of Kundalini energy and a lot of, well, there could be people that are having Kundalini awakenings. That could be part of what's going on with you at the moment with your spiritual progress. That could be something that's coming up for you. But also, you know, the 7 colors of the chakras. So I feel like the main thing that's coming to mind right now is the fact that when all your chakras are aligned, you can channel that light. And that's when my Kundalini awakening happens. So I'm feeling that that could be a case for people, because there's also a snake at the bottom of that card. So looking good, because I feel like a lot of you have surrendered to not having all the answers, not having it all figured out, kind of just going with the flow of life and seeing how it is, but just kind of having faith that there's a bigger mystery at play, basically. It's almost like that. It's, you know, like, I feel like there's something going on here. I've tried to take control and drive, and I couldn't. I lost control of the wheel, and now universe, hey, how about you take over? Yeah. That saying, Jesus take the wheel. Surrendering to your path, surrendering to your divine purpose, surrendering your worries and your concerns, whatever it is that is bringing you down and keeping you down right now. Could be that even. And being in a state of, okay, well, yeah, I'm hoping for the best. I've done all I can. I've put things out there, and now we wait. It's quite literally, it's like, waiting. I get that feeling. So yes, I know that feeling very well. Ascension requires it. But we'll move on to the next card, because from that stage you're progressing on to the Queen of Wands stage, which the word here is passionate. You know, check out that card. I'm sorry about the lighting. But yeah, you've got sunflowers there, which are always representative of new beginnings. You've got a cat in the background, and this Queen is literally on fire. She's very, very passionate. She knows who she is, why she came here, what she needs to do, and she's ready to do it. She's ready for the next stage of her life. It's almost like what's been playing out in the collective at the moment is us shedding our masks and shedding the programming and the baggage that has made us alter our personalities and be a certain way throughout our life, whether it be cultural programming, whether it be, you know, trauma, rejection, heartache, heartbreak, whatever it is. For a lot of us, it sort of dimmed our light, and it made us kind of go, oh, but I can't be my real self because all I'm going to do is get persecuted and shot down in flames. It's funny, play on words, shot down in flames. Now, those flames that shot you down are the flames that you are using to fuel your rise back up again. Quite literally, it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes kind of energy that I'm getting from this as well. Especially with the cat being in the flames, like, it's just very, very, very spiritual. Like, to me, fire energy is extremely spiritual and very purifying. So it's almost like you've gone through a state of spiritual surrender and a purification process. And that word has actually been coming up in channelings and things like that as well. So it's almost like we've had a purification of the soul from the inside. And we're leveling up. And when we're leveling up, it's like, I felt like a couple of weeks ago, I was in my chrysalis, quite literally. I felt like I was in my chrysalis waiting to become a butterfly and take off. And last week, I took off. I feel like for some of you, that's coming up this week. And, we all have our own timelines, and we have our own level of fear and, paranoia about whether we're going to be able to achieve certain things. Self-doubt is a really big thing at the moment that's playing out. I was drowning in it. But I put little feelers out into the world of TikTok, and good things happen, and I was able to build up my confidence again and go, okay, this is a skill I have. I should use it, and I should try and help people if I can, because I'd love to. So I feel like that's where some of you are going as well, because I'm also a Taurus sun. Okay, so this is the only reason why I'm sort of putting my own personal thing into it, because I'm a Taurus sun myself, so I definitely feel that this has kind of been playing out for me as well. But the next card that we have, ironically enough, is the Two of Swords, but the word at the top of the card is actually peace. Because we had the card Hangman, and it was a state of surrender. Once you've sort of mastered being able to surrender to your path and being able to surrender to whatever it is, it makes it easier for you to sit in a state of indecision or uncertainty in an inner state of peace and calm, rather than getting all like, oh, I can't handle all this nerves and uncertainty. I need to know what's happening. I have to know how things are going to be. I have to make a decision immediately. No, there are some things that you need to, I feel like you've come to a stage where, look at this guy. He's in a meditative state. Hence the reason why the peace. And notice that the third eye is very, very noticeable here. It's pronounced. I'm not sure what planet that is. That would be the moon. So the moon is actually